This is the Great Legend, and I am coming at you live tonight with a very special video, fans. A damn good video's going on tonight. And this is kind of like my thoughts on a video I watched today starring YouTube comic book community's very own Don, the Icon, Comic Book Junkie. Man, Don is back. He had a video yesterday. I haven't watched all of it yet. But he is back again making comic book videos. Man, I tell you, this month and last month have been, actually I guess it's just this month, damn good months. I've seen a new Hippie Collectibles video. I still need to drop some love and comment on it. I've seen a new Captain Strangelove video. And now we got Don the Icon coming back, man. All the OGs of the community are coming back with a freaking vengeance. Now, Don's video, it wasn't a real happy one today because his comic book shop, the one he's been going to for years down in Tampa, Heroes Haven Comics, is shutting the doors. And tonight we're going to talk about the topic of the night, which is comic shops closing. Comic shops closing down, you know, having a hard time staying afloat in the boat known as selling the comics. And we're going to talk about some of the things comic book shops have done successfully and some things comic book shops haven't done so successfully, and how comic shops are adapting to bring in new people, kind of like how San Diego Comic-Con has been adapting throughout the years to not just bring in comic book people, but to bring in folks that are fans of film, TV, movies, pop culture, all that kind of stuff. I said film and movies together, but it's all good. All kinds of stuff's been going on. So before we get started into tonight's discussion and kind of, you know, talk about what I thought about this video, because it's one of the ones that I thought needed some love, needed some shouts. And you know, Don asks people, you know, hey, what do you think about, you know, small shops? Are they all closing down? You know, are we in some kind of crazy strife with the comic book shops? Well, we're going to find that out here in a second. We are going to check the chat tonight. I got to get the live chat ready. I didn't have it ready before, so I'm going to do that real quick and see what's going on in the chat tonight. So we got a lot of folks up here in the chat. We have Bruce Zaya saying, what up, legend? We got Mr. Gretzky here, and he's all around. Mr. Gretzky says he saw Don's video about his shop closing. And then SS Comic Reader, yes, the champ that runs the camp is back. What up, legend? Tanae Waka, the brother of the prince. I guess Tanae's a prince too of New Zealand. Gretzky reminded me there was no sound, which I did catch, by the way. So hard to remember sometimes. Mass Marvel. Hey, Mass Marvel. You like that instrumental, man? Music, what was it? It was a cool beat from Epidemic Sound. Licensed track called Insomniac. Licensed track called Insomniac, even it rhymes. So we're going to have the outro go down on the end of the show as Insomniac, and we'll be getting right back, man. A lot of great stuff going on. Thank you for the 12 viewers that are watching me now live. We also have Donnie Boy's back. SS, you said it, man. Fire King 101. Yeah, boss, can I get some? All right, man. He's ready. He's ready, baby. Who else we got? We got Gerald Gilbert in the house. We got Razzmatazz Razziv. New school to the core. And I'm not talking about the Green Lantern Corps. I'm talking about the Marine Corps. We got Exile State. Man, it's good to see Exile. We got Splash Page Comics in the house with us tonight. Super low. It's on the down low. I know, man. Sometimes my voice is far away on the webcam. You may just have to turn it up. Everyone else, let me know if y'all can hear me loud and clear. And I'll be trying to bring it a little bit louder if I have to. Y'all let me know in the chat below, because I want y'all to be able to hear everything I got to say tonight. Can y'all hear me pretty good? We got Daydreams and Nightmares is here. Daydreams and Nightmares, good to see you, sir. So let me know in the chat below if y'all can hear the voice. All right. Anyways, we'll go ahead and get started. I'll wait y'all in the chat. And if I need to turn it up, I may change up some settings here. I hear the beast from the east. Damn. All right. Oh, yeah, Russell Hall. Hey, Barnabas Collins, he's back, baby. Barnabas is back. Russell, it's good to see you tonight. Good to see y'all. So we got some good folks watching. We're going to talk about tonight's subject. And if you haven't watched it, go check out Don, the comic book junkie. Subscribe to Don, man, if you're not subscribed to him. He hadn't made some videos lately, but he's back, and he's back just in time. The comic book community needs Don, man. We need Captain Strangelove. We need Hippie. We're so glad to have everyone back in action. So let's see. Let's get started here. Let's reload this video, see if I can hear myself talk with the echoes. Book Junkie. Subscribe to Don, man. Oh yeah, man, it's loud and clear. If you can't hear, get the hearing aids checked, because you don't want your ass to get wrecked, because the legend is live and I got some stuff to share with you tonight. All right, but Don is back. I got the link in the video description below. Definitely go check out Don, the comic junkie. Let's check some more chat real quick. Russell loves Barnabas. Me too, brother. I love it, dude. I'm going to probably watch. I'm either going to play Injustice 2 if my oldest is off Minecraft, or I'm going to watch some Dark Shadows. Splash Page Comics. So good to see Splash. So good to see Daydreams and Nightmares here with us live on the show. And Gerald Gilbert, one of my newest subscribers, gamer, big time gamer. He is getting Injustice 2 tomorrow. Dude, we're going to have so much fun gaming on that game, man. It's awesome. So thank all y'all for showing up tonight on the show. And we're going to go ahead and get started. Let me take it off the chat a minute. So, comic book shops. He made a video about his comic book shop, Heroes Haven, shutting its doors after many years. And it's hard, you know. He said they didn't have the greatest prices or anything, but the main thing they had was customer service. And, you know, you can have the cheapest prices in the game of the comic book shops that got in your community. You can have the cheapest prices. But if you got some assholes working there, the thing is, people ain't going to want to come back for the service. You know, I'm a big advocate of strong customer service. And kind of like in videos, you know, you either got it or you don't. And if you ain't got it, you best get it. And if you can't get it, you just best step on and do something different. So Don, luckily, he's got another comic book shop in the area. But tonight, I'm going to kind of give you my point of view on comic book shops, you know. Just today, my boy Evan and who else? I think Paul, Midwest Comic Man from Blaster Stash It, let us in on a little secret. Mile High Comics, 44 years, they're not going to be going to San Diego Comic-Con because they say the booths are too high. And, you know, they went on to say it's not like it used to be, you know, where mainly it was comic books. You know, it wasn't all the hoopla. It wasn't all the movies or the red carpets or the video games or the entertainment or TV shows. It was based on comics. You know, Comic-Con, comic convention. It was the comic books. So the prices went up. Now, you look at my Mile High. That's a big shop, you know. You figure, well, what are they doing wrong that they don't have the money to go to this place? I'll let you know, Back in the day in the comic books, you can order, like in the 90s, you can order from My Comic Shop. Or I keep seeing My Comic Shop. No, My Comic Shop kicks ass. Mile High needs to work. Mile High, you know, you could call their phone number. You can get them to send you a paper catalog. You can order books by mail by the catalog. Send in your check or money order. And man, that was awesome back in the day. Problem is with Mile High, even back then, Mile High was freaking expensive. More expensive than what I was getting down in Plano, Texas at Lone Star Comics. Big money you had to, you know, it was just big money, man. Too damn expensive. And their grading kind of sucked. You get a near mint, it was a 9.0 at best, you know. Pretty much 9.0 at best. And their website looks like it's from the damn early 90s. Prodigy, man. AOL websites. There ain't no CSS on that damn website. So, my thing for Mile High is you must be up in the clouds smoking that ganja up in Colorado. You need to come back down and get your shit together. That's why you ain't got no damn money to go to the cons. Your selling is too expensive. Lower your damn prices and get with the times. Mile High. Get with the damn times. Another thing we have. Okay, for me, I'll go in my history. I said this in my last Great Legend show 2 videos back. Used to go to Miniplex Cards and Comics here in my town I live in. And it was pretty good, man. You know, they had some decent stuff. They had some sales. The comics weren't in the best of shape, but they didn't rip you off. Now, when they went out of business, mainly due to the fact that it was on the poorer side of town, no one was buying stuff. You had more people stealing shit than buying stuff. They closed down and went to this place in a small, a ma and pa place in a small shopping center called Ken and Tanya's Comics. They were kind of like Mile High. They were expensive. You know, Superman 75 was sold on Wednesday. They ran out of them. Not really. They didn't even put them on the goddamn shelf. You know, they put them on the wall the next day, and they were selling the issue 75 for $75. So it's safe to say, Ken and Tanya went out of business. People like myself, we were driving all the way down south to Lone Star Comics in Plano, and we were getting great deals, man. They had great long box back issues. I was picking up a lot of Fantastic Four. They were treating the customers right. At the time, I was still too young to really get a pull list or even really understand that. I usually just buy stuff off the rack, or I'd buy back issues, okay? And that's what I did. Now, on occasion, I ordered from Mile High, you know, and that was that. But Lone Star was doing good. Fast forward, years later, Lone Star, they shut down their brick and mortar stores. They got out at the right time because Buddy was getting older and his son was doing the whole online thing, and they were making a killing off the online stuff. One thing Buddy noticed, and Don said this in his conversations with his store owner today at Heroes Havens Comics. People that put books on the pull list, they're not coming back to pick up the books. Let's check the chat real quick. See if any of y'all have experienced that. And to give some big shout outs to No Name. No Name is in the house. Where's my shout out, brother? EC Mother effing Dowdy is in the house. My brother from another mother. Well, she's my stepmom, but she's pretty damn special to me. She's like my mom, I got to tell you. EC Dowdy, brother, it's good to see you, and it's about time your ass gets on the tube and watches your legend do his thing. And you know, Fire King says up above, he says, the shop will live on in memories. And a lot of times, that's true. My memories are big, man. Miniplex Cards and Comics, Ken and Tanya, man, my memories ain't, I don't even want to remember them because they ripped so many people off and they deserve to go out of business. No Name, it's good to see you. Masked Marvel, Mile High complaining about prices. They price rape people on a daily basis. And Mile High needs to get off the high horse and read the fucking reviews on Yelp, honestly. But you know what? Their websites in the 90s, they probably don't even know how to go to google.com and look at the reviews. Sad sacks of shit. J. Rod Ham, 78. What's up, fellas? Lone Star's in my area. They had like 5 to 6 shops. Amen to that. Big dogs in the DFW area. Man, I wish their locals was still open today, because when the new 52 was coming out and stuff, I was going down to the Plano Lone Star and getting my books. Excellent service. You had old Sabrina there, old Freddie. Not me and my brother's uncle, Freddie. But we had Sabrina, we had Freddie, we had all these awesome people that worked there. Buddy used to come in every now and then. Didn't seem much. And SS says, Cat Wren posted a video about people not picking up their pull list. And you know, when you go to your local comic shop, and if you get the pull list from the comic shop, you got to respect the damn shop, man. You know, here they are, bending over backwards, pulling the shit that you want, you know, and you ain't even picking up the books. So what happens? You got a lot of overhead. And they're nice. Those people are nice. They're going to hold those books for 2 months. But if people don't pick them up, they got to go ahead and get them out there. It's hard as hell to sell them on eBay, because 7% of the fees go to eBay, 3% goes to PayPal. So you lose out 10% of the cost of the book that, you know, you're trying to sell to your loyal consumers in the first place. And they're already getting a good deal because the pull list thing. So, Don shop shutting down. There's a guy in the comic book community. I'll go ahead and shout his name out, because he was an asshole. King Joe. Y'all remember King Joe? King Joe Comics? King Joe's Basement, wherever the hell you want to call it. We used to game with King Joe back in the day. Like, we got tired of him whining like Joe Besser, worst Three Stooge of all, always whining and complaining, feeling like people owed him something, when the government was paying him a fucking monthly check. You know what I'm saying? Now, I hate to be bashing on a comic book guy, you know, and I want to stay out of comic book drama. But King Joe used to bitch to us about, you know, he didn't like his shop. He thought his shop was being mean. Well, Joe, if you don't pick up your books after the 2 months, they're putting your books back on the fucking shelf. So King Joe, I don't know if you're still out there, or what, I don't subscribe to you or whatever, but pick up your goddamn books, and you know your comic shop owner won't be an asshole to you. Just pick up your fucking books. That's one of my old stories about King Joe. But anyway, I'm not here to bash anybody, but please pick your books up. That's why these comic book shops are going out of business. So here's what Lone Star did. Lone Star did the smart thing. They went ahead and shut down all those stores. Lone Star Comics, what they did was they totally went the online route. And what's good about Lone Star, or discount comic book service, or I don't really recommend Midtown Comics because they take too long, and I think they are a little high price. But what you can do is, Lone Star's awesome like this. If you spend a certain amount of money, you could get that platinum discount, which was 35% off. If you spend certain money, you get the bronze, the silver, the gold discount. But if you got that top tier discount, man, you can save 35% off. And what Lone Star found out, not a lot of folks were using Lone Star's subscription service. People will buy back issues from Lone Star all day. They got one of the best freaking back issue collections ever. They don't rip you off, not too bad. I mean, you can still get some books off eBay for cheaper. But when you're ordering from Lone Star Comics at mycomicshop.com, you're going to save money because, for one, 35% discount. If you check the previews out, you want to make sure you order 2 months in advance. So right now you can still order the July 28th deadline to order books that are coming out in September, 2 months away. And if you do that right now, 35% off. That's statues. That is everything. Everything in the store. Hardbacks, paperbacks, trade paperbacks, collected editions. Like I said, t-shirts, statues, hats, clothing, whatever. Comic books, new issues. The Dynamic Forces signed issues with the COA in the back. 35% off. You're going to see some great deals out there. A $2.99 book will end up costing you about $1.99, or maybe even cheaper, maybe $1.79. So I mean, the deals are there for the taking. Now, they've got weekly shipping. You know, you can get your books every week. I went ahead and for last month's books, June's month, I went ahead and consolidated all that into one big monthly thing that I'm getting this week. Most likely I should get it tomorrow, and that will be all of June's books. Only $5. If you go weekly shipping, it's a $5 flat rate for the shipping. But since my pool is only about 10 comics, 10 to 15 comics, give or take, maybe 20 if I throw in some variants. You know, I got to get new Superman's A and B covered, man. That Chinese Superman, excellent story. But you're getting a great deal. You know, you can get them shipped once a week, every 2 weeks, or monthly, and you'll be saving money, you know. 35% off. I don't even go to, when Lone Star closed the brick and mortar, I knew I was going to stick with them. You know, their comic book grades are accurate. They have their own grading department that grades the comic books. You know what? If you have a crap ton of comics to sell, you can sell your comics to them. If you have a huge collection, I'm sure you can still drive them down there to Arlington to drop them off, and you know they'll cut you a good deal. So yeah, man, the deals are out there. Now let's check the chat real quick. Big shout out. J-Rod brings up a good point. I did not bring this up tonight. My boy Hoodat Comics and Movies sent me an article about Stan Lee's wife passing away tonight. So prayers go to old Stan the Man Lee. You know what I'm saying? And his wife. And, you know, what a guy. You know, every time she was sick, he didn't go to the Comic-Con appearances. You know what I'm saying? He stayed by her bedside. Because, you know, it's all about family first, monetary bullshit later. All right, so my brother, Eric, said your real name. Sorry, EC Dowdy. I'll keep that on the down low. If you don't pick up your books, you can't have your pudding. And if you can't have your pudding, you got to pick up the books. Little Pink Floyd love right there. And Gretzky says I use my comic shop on eBay page. And that's a good thing to do because sometimes you might even pay cheaper on their eBay page than you will buying it legit. My theory is the Great Legend silent auction is getting so popular, not only are the shops closing, I hear eBay is starting to struggle. That's it, man. Because honestly, for me personally, I've got around 4,000 comics, and I'm trying to whittle down at least 1,000. I'd love to whittle down 2,000. And I know a lot of you new comic book collectors out there, you've been in the game not too long. Some of you were in the game back in the day. Some of you have always been in the game, and you want to just keep collecting and amassing the collection. What's getting to a point, I ain't even got nowhere to walk in this room, so I'm getting rid of stuff. I'm focusing on Fantastic Four, Jonah Hex, Animal Man, Blue Beetle, DC New 52 series that I really enjoy. Not a lot of Marvel stuff, though, and I'm selling a lot of my 90s comics as well. Focusing more on some CGC, some CBCS, PGX, some graded books. You know, some money books. I can sell down the line and, you know, invest into something different. But, yeah, rest in peace, Stan Lee's wife. Mr. Gretzky, I'm getting a lot of his Archie books from their eBay page. Mr. Gretzky has released 2 Archie comic book hauls. I have not watched those lately. But Gretzky, I'm going to get on those. I love your videos because they're short and sweet. They ain't like my videos, these long-ass videos. But I'm here to tell you, fans, pick up your books. Daydreams and Nightmares. If you treat your LCS right, they might return the favor. My LCS gets comp tickets to the local cons, and he'll pass them along to me. So Daydreams and Nightmares, man, he's got great deals coming from his shop. Don was telling me about the new shop he was in. You know, the more, things you buy. You get little tickets to spend on back issues or whatnot. That's freaking awesome. Look for the deals, Evan says, and some Captain Marvel adventures, baby. Evan, I don't have a Captain Marvel. No, wait, do I? Yeah, we got one. Evan is a huge fan of Fawcett Publications. We'll show him a Captain Marvel because these videos are topic videos. I know I don't show a lot of books. A lot of people might be like, Great Legend's a fake collector. He talks a big game, but where's his big books? So I'll show you a Captain Marvel Adventures here. Wait, man. Got to get to chat. We got to turn the damn chat off real quick. Look at that. Captain Marvel Adventures #3. Blue label. Are you kidding me? A blue freaking label? 7.0. The metallic lightning bolt. Classic freaking cover. Let me blow that dust off because we know, baby, I like a mint. Cream to off-white. CC Beck cover. Bill Parker. Can't beat that. It's not in Mylar yet. This one came back from CGC a while back because I had to get. Make sure now. Hey now. The book must have been too big for an inner well, I tell you. But, oh no, it's got the inner well in there. It's just really crammed up against the sides. I do love these new CGC cases. They're nice and thick. And you know I like it thick. So yeah, there's a little love from my boy Evan. Captain Marvel Adventures #3. And I know what you're thinking. I got to get to reading books so I can review the books. So many new collectors out there today worried so much about those key issues, they're not reading the stories that made those keys that made those books keys in the first place. Contender, Kevin, it's great to see Contender. And my brother knows Mint Condition. I've been preaching Mint Condition to him, man, when he was about 2 years old, probably. Barnabas Collins back there. A lot of love for Dark Shadows. Razith, man, the chat finally caught up. Razith be like, hot damn. I know, Raz, you've been out defending this good country in the military. You ain't seen some of the books. And that was one of the ones, I think that was the 2000, no, that's a 2017 book. When we all of us collectors say, what's the top 10 books they want to get? And I'm happy to say I've got about half of the ones I wanted. There's always little hidden gems, but the thing about comics is, you start small. The Great Legend didn't complete the whole run of Fantastic Four in one day. It took a pretty damn long time. Gretzky says he needs to get more Hour Man. Golden Age Captain Marvel was the good stuff. That's the stuff my dad was born and bred on. Billy Batson, man, you can't beat it, man. You can't beat it. But I'm so glad y'all came out here tonight to see the Great Legend show. We've had a damn good show. We've had concurrent peak viewers of 13. Count Von Strange, my boy Matt, flying them drones away from his home, trying to catch the fireworks, enjoying some Great Legend while at the gym. And Evan, that's all you got to do. This is like a podcast, man. You just listen to the headphones and you won't be alone. You'll have the legend in your ear. And after you're done, you'll want to have a beer. Stand clear of some of them steers. You know how it is down in Texas. Razis, you've been out of the game for 5 months, but dude, once you get done serving, you'll be back in action. I want to give a little, so the big thing tonight, comic book shops closed down because a couple things. One, you have people that still think it's the 90s and every damn thing they put on the shelf is going to be worth money. New comic book collectors buy so much new books, they think they're going to be worth money. Let me tell you something, new collectors. The comics aren't going to be worth all that money, okay? Don't buy comic books because you think they're going to be worth money. Buy comic books because you love the story, You love the art, man. Don't buy stuff like Amazing Spider-Man 361 because Carnage is going to be the villain in the Tom Hardy Venom movie. I bought that book off the shelf, 1990 freaking 2, I believe. 92 or 91 actually, I think. Bought it off the shelf from Miniplex Cards and Comics downtown Square. Bought that book, read that book, loved that book so much. Came back the following month, or was it bi-monthly? I think maybe they were doing 2 a month at the time. But I picked up issue 362, issue 363. Funny thing was, I actually picked up 359 and 360. Those sold free, I want to say, with my Carnage first appearance, Amazing Spider-Man 361. I sold that 2 months ago in the June Legends Live auction. Someone got a great deal and also got issue 359 and 360, the cameo. And I think I went ahead and sold 362 and 63, I believe. If not, I'll sell them soon enough. But they got a great deal on that book. Now, could I have held on to that book and probably ripped some people off when the movie came out? Yeah, but the problem is, it was time for that book to go. I'm not the biggest Spider-Man fan, and I'm trying to get rid of the collection. You know, trying to whittle it down. So, people, don't buy books. Oh, I'm going to buy Black Bolt's first appearance. I'm going to buy Cable and Deadpool's first appearance. I'm going to buy, and I'm not going to call this guy's name out. I'm going to see if I can find a picture for you. New collector, just getting back in the game. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this or not. Okay, it's going to be kind of hard to see. He says, this year's top 6. I really had a top 10, but this will do. So we have a copy of New Mutants 98, Deadpool's first. NYX, the one with X-23, the little girl from Logan, the Logan movie. We had New Mutants 86, first appearance of Cable. We had Morbius's first appearance. We had a Luke Cage, Hero for Hire first appearance, and Amazing Spider-Man. Half of these books here are graded books. This dude probably hadn't even read the books. Of course, collect what you like, love what you collect, but shit, 5 of the 6 of those books are speculation books. Deadpool Cable. That's going to be Deadpool 2. NYX with little Laura or whatever, X-23. She was in the Logan movie. Amazing 361, Carnage's first appearance. It's going to be in the new Venom movie. And then you got Luke Cage, which is a Netflix TV show. Don't buy shit that's just going to be on TV. Buy the books because you love the character. And of course, you're going to buy what you want to buy. You know, collect what you like, love what you collect. But man, really? New collector? God, there's so much more. You can have 1,000, you can have 50 Bibles in your damn house. But what good is the Holy Bible if you ain't read the thing? You know what? You're not going to get anything out of it. You're going to be running around saying, ooh, this is worth a lot of money. This is worth a lot of money. Well, let me tell you, when I bought Bitcoin 4 or 5 years ago for about, what, $100 a coin, and now Bitcoin's worth $2,500, that's when you run around your fucking house and say, woo-hoo-hoo! You know what I'm saying? I'm preaching to the choir. You collectors know this. Any new collectors that come into the community, and here's where a lot of the new collectors went wrong. They watched people like We Love Comics. We Love Comics was all about this. Not all about what was inside the book. Take a look in a book, reading Rainbow. That's what I'm talking about. LeVar Burton told your ass that when you was growing up, baby. You got to read that shit. Damn. What's this world coming to? This digital world where it's all about money now. You know, if you want to see something, and I know I'm turning this into a rant video. Don the Icon, brother, I'm sorry about that. You want to see people that do good videos, you know, it's not all about money. It's what's inside the book. You go to the veterans of this community. You go to people like Mike, Comic Cryptic Castle Hills, where he'll tell you what he was doing when he picked those books up in '71, or when he was picking up his comics, man. He was reading first and enjoying that story. There's a guy, I don't know if y'all are sub to him, Tom, Hippies Collectibles, one of the Generation 1 people, one of the first people I got to know, and I'm blessed to know this man. Um, it was all about reading these Captain America books. And when you hear it, you may say, oh, look at this old timer showing some of his old books. Well, if I was living in the 80s or 70s, I would have bought them then too, blah, 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 fuck a blah. Well, you know what? Tom read all his books. That's how Hippies Collectibles fell in love with the books. If you watch the video today, I think Captain Strangelove Hans, he made a video today. You could see him laughing his ass off, talking about these Superboy adventures. Man, he was, of course he was preaching and talking about Neil Adams and these cool covers with these serious covers. But if you look at the Swan books, Kurt Swan, was it Kurt Swan? Or was it Lynn Swan? Who played on the Steelers? Who was the wide receiver for the Steelers? Kurt Swan, not Lynn Swan. Lynn Swan needs to go back to the sideline and talk about the damn Iron Curtain or whatever. But no, Hans was laughing his ass off. He had to go take a pee break because he was telling me the funny story where people got pitchforks, torches, lettuce, and throwing them at Superboy. And he was telling us about the time, the first time Crypto may have got some love from another dog in the story. He was like, here's a spec book for you young ones. Crypto popped his fucking cherry in this Superboy adventures. Or the time when damn Superboy got a spanking in the comics for being a bad boy. He got a spanking. And Hans was just laughing his ass off. So many times we see today, we forget about things that make comics great. We forget about things that make comics good and what comics were put in for in the first place, and they were to entertain the kiddos. The kids of the 40s, the 30s, the late 30s. Evan can go farther back than that. The dime books in the 1890s. You pick up a dime book and a kid used to read about Billy the Kid, and how they envisioned themselves in the Old West. How they said, damn, wouldn't it be cool to be a freaking outlaw and to live the life like Billy the Kid or whatever, not realizing that there was some hardships in the Old West, But who's another one? Dr. Von Chilla. Daydreams and Nightmares, man. He'll tell you about the books. Rob Harris. Rob Harris is another one. J-Rocks is a change. J-Rocks actually reviews some damn books. Hashtag J-Rocks. But it's not all about, the variants. And sure, they got beautiful artwork, but I want everyone to remember, what the books are made of. And damn it, I got a bunch of Three Stooges dolls that are on the top of one of my short boxes. These are going on eBay soon because I just need room. But I have some Back to the Future comics by IDW. Woo! Best damn reading you're going to read in a long ass time. Commandy Challenge, if you're a big fan of the old school Kirby. Commandy from the 70s. Those books may not be worth a lot, but let me tell you, they're better books than the shit Marvel's putting out right now. I can guarantee you that damn much. Okay, let's get back off the high horse. Let's check the chat. Legend, do you think the comic book bubble is coming soon? Well, I don't know, I think throughout the years, comics have to reinvent themselves for new audiences. But the problem is the new audiences of today, a lot of them got their heads so far up their ass, they're worried more about the whole social justice warriors, or do we have enough gay characters in the comics? Do we have enough, different races in the comics? And believe me, man, I'm not hating on homosexuals or anything like that. I got family members that are gay, and I love them to death. I treat everyone equal. I ain't disrespecting nobody. I love all cultures. I love everyone out there. I pray for them, and I hope some of them believe in Jesus. But anyway, that's a whole nother subject. But the thing about it is, companies cater to what's going on in society today. And what's going on in the society today, people are bitching about the president. People are bitching about, things that are happening in life. Yeah, the world's in a bad place. Things are fucked up. But what these comic book people need to do, they don't need to cater to the people that watch all the movies either. I mean, a comic book, it's about the movies are making the money. The comics, the people that, casual people that go see the movies, they're not going to a comic shop to buy a damn comic book. Today's millennials, they're reading comic book if they really are interested. They're going to websites on the phone or the iPad. They're reading stuff for free. So the key is for Marvel, especially. Don told me that a lot of people were canceling the Marvel pull list. Of course, that's going to leave a lot of overhead if no one's buying the actual Marvel comics. And Marvel has finally listened to people like Howler Mouse. They finally listened to some of these comic book people in the comic book community. And they're trying to say, you know what? We did fuck up. We got to get back to our roots is what we need to do. And let's recreate some of the shit that made us a big company in that Marvel Age of Comics. I've talked about that Marvel Age of Comics. What started the Marvel Age of Comics? Well, taking a gamble. Let's not write so many big books about big-ass monsters. GPAP, I know you love big monsters. But let's do what DC is doing. Let's do what Carmine Infantino is doing. Let's take some of these old Golden Age characters and rework them into a new era. So DC did that with Showcase number 4, 1958. If Captain Cold, you're watching, I know you want that book, but it's very expensive. Sell a lot of books and then work your way to get Barry Allen's first appearance. Marvel did that, and Marvel throughout the years, the Bronze Age was actually kick-ass. I liked 80s. 90s was pretty good. 2000s were pretty good, but once, media, social justice warriors, all that kind of stuff, social media, you say social justice warriors, a lot of times it's social media. It's how everyone gets offensive over the stupidest shit. Now, I love black people. I love African Americans. Like, I love President Obama. So hate me. But back in the old days, African Americans, they got shitty roles in Hollywood. You should have seen this one black actor, really funny as all get out, but he just had a shitty role on the Three Stooges, But you know what? It's insane. And I'm not a racist guy, So once, Marvel figured that out, so they're going to come out with their legacy, Marvel Legacy. They still, the guy's still an asshole that works at Marvel, but at least I'm getting Marvel 2-in-1. I'm not getting all of the Fantastic Four, because Fox still owns the movie rights, but hell, at least I'm getting the Thing and Human Torch. And they're making Marvel 2-in-1 Volume freaking 2. Marvel 2-in-1, baby. I got the whole run of Volume 1. One of the best damn runs ever. Kick-ass stories. Let's see who else is in the comments. Sorry I went a little long. Well, looky here. Holy shit. We got my man, Hulk Smash Puny Comics, man. Now there's a guy. He's just like the classics. And we got Hippies Collectibles in here too. Y'all boys must be in cahoots together. Ben and Tom. You bashed. The beast from Atlanta has arrived. Damn, man, how you doing, man? Y'all get together. Ben and Hippie. And Ben, I'm sorry I didn't get your call. You had called me late one night after I called you. Me and Ben's been playing phone tag. But let me tell you about Hulk Smash Puny Comics. It ain't all about the big keys. Ben's had the big keys. Ben's seen there. Ben's been there and he's done that. He's more about reading the hardcovers and the trades now, It is an interesting world we live in. It's, of course, in Hippies Collectibles, I've said this, and a lot of people are stealing your line, Tom. I'm glad you're here. Tom, Hippies Collectibles has always said, collect what you like, love what you collect, And that's what it all boils down to. It doesn't boil down to how much a book is worth. It's about that passion. It's about that love. Seeking near mint. With variants nowadays, not many people are reading, only collecting the awesome covers and the low print run comics. And that's the thing. If you are big into the variants, yeah, I implore you, don't read the variants. Just collect them, put them in Mylar, maybe CGCM, CBCS, PGX, whatever. Get them graded and get the normal covers if you want to read them. But Seeking, man, you've got a huge amount of people that watch your show. Tell those people to read some of them books that they buy. That's what I'm talking about. Legend sometimes has to preach the truth. Man, 2-in-1 for life. You know, Ben is here. Ben, I want to get you in on something. Onesie Angelique was here the other night. Boy, my last Great Legend show, he was talking Dark Shadows. Freaking Onesie said, Dark Shadows bunk beds for life. And I told Onesie, I said, Onesie, that's right, man. Me, Ben, and Tony, one of these days we're going to meet down in Tennessee where Onesie's from. We're going to kick Onesie's brothers and stepdad out the house, and we're going to have bunk beds for life, man. Bunk beds for life. So, the only Marvel comic book I will be getting is Marvel 2-in-1. I was collecting the new Guardians of the Galaxy pre the reboot, the third reboot, which is based more on the movie. But I loved it because the Thing was in the book, and it was Brian Michael Bendis, and I had, now, okay, Seeking Near Mint, I'm not going to lie to you, I was getting some Art Adams variants for that Guardians, but I like that. I like that a lot. We got Gore Vidal. Comic-like books are no longer part of the culture for kids as it was for us when we bought them off spinner racks. The generation maybe two have grown up without books being a part of their youth. And a lot of the books, like I said, they're reading on their iPads now. So it's insanity. Count Law Strange, I know you find a good variant. I always buy the normals, and that's what I'm talking about. That's good advice. I mean, yeah. I got the Chinese Superman. I'm more of a DC guy. The pull is the Chinese, Keenan Kong. Keenan. I usually call him Keenan. Keenan Kong is the American, but if he was over in Japan or Chinese, whatever, it'd be Kong Keenan. Normally they pronounce their last name first over there. Over 80% of Americans won't read a single book for the rest of their lives after high school. That's damn true. Mr. Gretzky, I know you're the big Archie fan. Mr. Gretzky, take a look, bro. Hulk Smash Puny Comics in the house. Ben is here, man. I know you got some love for Ben. But yeah, man, thank y'all so much for turning up tonight. I think I'm just blessed to have all these awesome people in the chat looking good in the neighborhood. But yeah, like I said, the DC books are what I'm picking up. I get Green Lanterns and what is that other one? Hal Jordan, the Core. So I like those. I like the Green Lantern books. I like the new Superman, the Chinese Superman. Back to the Future by IDW. I still get Saga and East to West, but I haven't read those. Letter 44, I've got one more issue of that, and I still get Popeye. And that's pretty much all. Oh, and I get Blue Beetle with Jaime Reyes. Who would have thought? I don't know, man. I just got really into that character. So, man, y'all definitely check out Hulk Smash Puny Comics. Let me tell you, a while back, it was Doom 143 was doing a video. And I didn't, I don't do a lot of contest videos anymore. But Doom 143 wanted to know your top 50 comics. And me and Ben, Hulk Smash Puny Comics, we were like, what is that? Devil Went Down to Georgia. We were like dueling banjos, bro. We were throwing out key, and they weren't all about keys. I mean, shit, I showed Savage Dragon, which I did sell on Last Legends Live Auction. Check that out, and it shipped out today, so the winner will be getting a lot of those image books pretty soon. But man, we were showing keys back and forth. And if you want to see some keys, damn, you go check those. You check out my earlier videos and you check out Hulk Smash Puny Comics, man, and you will be glad you did. Yep, hippies in the house, looking good. That's it, man. So glad all y'all showed up tonight. Don, if you're watching this on the rewind, get your ass in on some of the live shows. Eric, my brother, my real life brother, representing down there in Austin, Texas. It's good to see you. I love you so much, brother. That was it. Charlie Dan's band. One of the guitarists is my damn. You know, I could barely pass easy on Guitar Hero. Wait, Russell Hall. Guys need to stop being salty over everybody that have books they don't have. And Russell Hall, you remember when I mentioned that. Don't be jealous of what other people have. I'm going to show you something. I picked this book up. I got this off Heritage Auctions. Heritage Auctions is like WCW. That's where the big boys play. 9-0. Dark Shadows, poster included. Only 12 of these are higher grade than this. Look at that back cover. Sorry for the glare. It's in a big ass case. But Barnabas standing in front of the portrait. That's an old picture, by the way, because I went to Collinwood and I took that picture for my own. So, you know, a lot of people aren't going to have Dark Shadows, okay? Well, for one, a lot of people just don't know how kick-ass that show was. Daydreams and Nightmares, if you're still here. Hippie, I know, well, Hippie kind of got me back onto it. Because, let me get, Hippie turned me on to it. I was watching Dark Shadows, but Hippie was way far ahead of himself. This was one of the ones off my, 2017 list. Wiz Comics 6.5 restored grade. What have we got here? Second appearance of Captain Marvel. Not a lot of you will believe this, but I actually got Captain Marvel's first appearance. I don't know. It's probably in the closet somewhere. But, yeah, don't be jealous over other people's books. And, you know, don't go out and buy Amazing Spider-Man. Don't go out and buy Amazing Spider-Man 361 because someone else has the book. That's freaking stupid, okay? You know, and I'm really, and I want Ben to come back to our comic book community and maybe get some videos. Tell us about some books he's been reading. Because it's not about showing books. You know, show and tell. I did that shit in kindergarten. What I like to do is I like to tell stories, history. I look up to the people in the comic book community that I fell in love with watching, like Hippies Collectibles, who's here with us tonight, Captain Strangelove. People that talk about the books they're reading. Hell, Mr. Gretzky's got some good ass stuff if y'all watch him. Russell Hall, Gore Vidal. Talk about the passion. Yeah, Count. What's up with everyone buying Amazing Spider-Man 300? A damn book they could have got years ago. And Ben says people that get jelly end up being smelly. Fuck yeah, they do. That's what I'm talking about, man. People need to quit getting smelly and stop being jelly, or just, I don't know, do something out there. You know, and I'm glad people are Venom fans. I mean, I know Evan. Evan loves Captain Midnight, Bullet Man, Golden Arrow. He likes all the Fawcett's, some of the early Fawcett's publication, the Golden Age books. So we all have different stuff we like. That's what makes the comic book community so great. But, however, the comic book community can use some of the old timers, the old Gen 1 people. We got to preach to you. Now, I know some of you may be new and my brothers at Blaster Stash It. Sometimes I get on the Blaster Stash It Facebook group page, and man, I look at some of the posts on there. A lot of the blasted the core guys, they got their heads on. And some of the viewers on the page, they got to get a little hard love sometime. And I'll tell them damn people. I went a little wild on that one guy. It's like, dude, you buying them books, they all based off movies and TV shows, you know. I was a little rough on the guy. Hulk Smash Beauty Comics, he's been reading the damn good stuff. Rereading Planet Hulk. Hey, Miss Hustle. Miss Hustle, one of Larry's girls, one of Larry's women. Ha ha! Girl, it's good to see you, man. It's good to see Miss Hustle. Miss Hustle, I know you like gaming, and we're going to get some gaming. My Xbox app on the Windows 10 ain't working right now. So if you want to see me game, it'll have to be on twitch.tv/rdowdy95. Or one of these days when I get one of those Elgatos, I'll stream some of that Injustice 2 for everybody. I'm probably not going to stream tonight, but we'll stream some this weekend. Golden Age Black Terror. You got to have some great coverage. Now, J. Rod Ham said, hey, there ain't nothing wrong with McFarlane, Amazing Spider-Man 300. J. Rod, here's the thing. What's wrong is a Venom movie comes out and everyone goes and buys the book, when if they were true fans of Venom, they should have already had the book in their collection. Because now they're going to pay overprice. But you know what? That's their own damn fault. They should have bought that book in the old days. Count says everyone's buying it now. Amen. Because the damn movie's coming out. Dude, okay. Check my video. Hulk Smash Beauty Comics brings up a good point. I know some of you may be non-believers in this thing, but it's got me in my head. And I'm cool with it. It's called the Mandela Effect. Check my last video, the Mandela Effect. More importantly, subscribe to William Thorg. He is finally coming out of that shell and talking about the Mandela Effect, something that he's passionate about. And he's got some great theories. And in the future, I'm going to do some Mandela Effect videos. But I'm going to go more so into, I'll go through all the theories, but I lean more towards the end times, the way the Christian faith will look at things of that nature. Half Man, Half Amazing. What up, legend? I'm going to tell you what's up. This Sunday, Great Balls of Fire. I'm there, American Airlines Center. Presidential effing sweet. All I can eat. I may have lost 20 pounds, but I'm gaining some back because I'm eating like an MFer at that damn thing. I'm going to get to see Brock Lesnar, Samoa Joe go toe-to-toe, corner to corner. Coquita Clutch versus F5. Man, I can't fucking wait. Half Man, Half Amazing. Good to see you. Steve is our alien guy. Where's Steve? Steve boy, you in here? Steve believes in aliens. Wow, your Twitch is not on the description. Woo. You mean I ain't got Twitch in my video description? Damn, you know what, girl? I sure don't. Damn, alright. Twitch.tv/rdowdy95. If you want to see my okay, let me show you something. Okay? Let's go to the monitor capture real quick. Let's check it out. You go to the Great Legend Show, youtube.com/rdowdy95. And you can get rid of all this mumbo jumbo that Google tries to put up here and confuse everybody. youtube.com/rdowdy95, where the Great Legend is always coming at you live. And man, look at them subs. I ain't gonna have no sub contest though. Shoot, y'all already getting them good deals on Legends Live Auction. You go to the About tab right here, And you can find the Twitch link right here. Open it up in a new tab. Possibly I might be on Twitch tonight. I don't know, but just check that out. Last video is about, it's called Jason. Oh, hell. And you know what? I got news for Hulk Smash Puny Comics. They dropped the trailer for Sub-Zero on Injustice 2, and he's got that, all you got to do is you hold forward and hit A button twice. Forward AA. And he does 3 kicks. You know. Hulk Smash Beauty Comics remembers these kicks. There was 3 kicks. Forward AA. That fucking combo's in the game. So, you know, if them people don't block them kicks, I'm gonna work them. That's some cheap ass shit right there. Them 3 kicks. Easiest combo in the game. Forward AA. The 3 kicks of Sub-Zero. After I did that shit, those kicks were so quick, I quit doing, I stopped throwing ice. But anyway, that shit was in the game, so that's funny as hell. But we're looking good in the neighborhood, fans. I'm going to go ahead and let y'all go. We're going to be talking to y'all later on the download. Check the rewind if you can, if it's in time. You check Blaster Stash tomorrow night. They still got a good show. The Great Legend ain't on the show no more, but I let him, I kind of hinted, I talked to him, I said, I'd be on that show with y'all as a special guest, but I ain't read no comic books lately, so I don't feel right. But hopefully tomorrow night you tune into Blaster Stash, you'll see a special guest on the show, if you didn't know. Your ass better call somebody like Road Dogg. But, so you a Scorpion kind of guy? All right, SS, Scorpion's okay. I'm going to hit the off-air. You're going to hit an off-air. Legend, you and me need to video chat again, man. Hey, Ben, let me know. I'll ring you after this if you want to get a quick chat in. I know it's kind of late. I don't know if you work tomorrow. Raz, I know I haven't been to the off-airs lately. I've been addicted to that Injustice game. But we'll get some off-airs soon enough. Well, fans, this is the Great Legend, man. I'm going to check y'all later. Next video you're going to see from me, I'll keep you informed on the Xbox One game streaming through my app. A lot of people are having the same problem I am. I might get an Xbox, or possibly, with the Xbox app screwing up, I'm most likely going to get one of those Elgato HD 60S game captures and pray that my computer's good and fast enough to run it. And then I'll possibly get another Xbox maybe in the fall or in the spring of next year, and then play some games on there and do some game streaming. But until then, the only way I can really game stream is on Twitch .tv. Miss Hustle, I will add my Twitch to my video description to make that easy to find. So occasionally I'll go ahead and host some Twitch feeds. Maybe try to compete with my buddy LP and do all that. So thank y'all so much for watching. Don, if you're watching this on the rewind, I'm sorry your shop's closing down. But brother, you know, skip shops altogether. I know you like making, you know, friends and everything. But go in the video description below. I think I have a link to order books off mycomicshop.com. You definitely need to check that out if you can. They got some damn good deals, and they won't do you. They'll do you right, man. They're good people. That's about all I got to say for tonight. I look forward to more chats with y'all. We're going to do some more Mandela Effect videos. We will have a haul video once I get my big package, my comic book haul in from June. We may even do some solo Facebook live auctions. I can do Facebook live auctions and sell some dollar books that way. And then I kind of got that from my buddy Trilogy at Trilogy's Comic Corner, who had a phenomenal auction on Monday, July 3rd, by the way. So definitely subscribe to Trilogy. But check down below. And all the people you saw in the comments, check all them out, subscribe them all. They're great people, just like myself. The Great Legend. So fans, this is the Great Legend saying peace out. God bless.